All right, we love our Opihi, but maybe too much. A renewed effort underway to ban the harvesting of the delicacy here on Oahu and to add stricter controls of Opihi picking statewide. Good evening, I'm PAULA AKANA. Concern over the dwindling supply of Opihi is what's behind a call for a 5-year moratorium and statewide ban on harvesting in certain areas. As KITV4's Catherine Cruz tells us, state lawmakers take up the issue later this week.
Opihi pickers may feel it is to die for, and many people have, braving high surf just to get to places where Opihi shells cling to the rocks.
Opihi pickers we talked to say they're pretty hard to find here on Oahu. You just have to know where to look.
This Windward Oahu resident and avid photographer often spots Opihi pickers out on the rocks near this lookout. She is all for some restrictions.
I think they should have an on-season and off-season to have it reproduce instead of just, being greedy and helping yourself every day, because there's not going to be anything left at the end.
Lawmakers are being asked to restrict when and how much Opihi you can have in your possession. The new restrictions would cover both commercial harvesters and Opihi pickers who harvest for their own use.
Well, there's so many people nowadays, they got to have control, and a lot of people, they just catch like as a trophy. It's like, I caught the most, I caught the biggest one, and that's wrong.
Many agree Oahu is overfished, and Opihi pickers closely guard their special spots.
The numbers go down, there's less people doing it.
But talk to Guy Tomashiro, who operates a popular fish market in Kalihi. He says state data shows that Opihi is not in short supply across the state, and certainly not on the Big Island where his suppliers are. Tomashiro says the harvest restrictions of just a quart of Opihi are unrealistic.
Oh, the quart is ridiculous. I mean, who is going to go out there, risk their lives for a quart? I mean, that's like 2 pounds. 2 pounds of Opihi, that's absolutely ridiculous.
To prove his point, he shows us what 2 pounds worth of Opihi looks like. The delicacy sells for close to $13 a pound, since the pickers take great risks to claim their prize.
And not everybody can go out there and pick their own. I mean, as young as I look, that's a lot of work.
He suggests a 3-month closure during high spawning season as opposed to a 5-year all-out ban.
And that was Catherine Cruz reporting. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs supports that ban, but is asking for a baseline study. The State Department of Land and Natural Resources worries that the ban could be tricky to enforce and suggests different bag limits for recreational and commercial pickers. Lawmakers take up the issue on Friday.